Welcome to the world united. Welcome to the world united.
Next speaker for today is GAZI MAHTAB HASSAN. I'd like to give a quick introduction. The topic for sir is about the environment again. So GAZI MAHTAB HASSAN is documentary filmmaker and he's an actor from Bangladesh, born in 3rd December 1967. So for 30 years, he's working on making better films, which reflects the people's struggle to make a non-communal diversity in harmony in the society. He has made about 4 documentaries on different social issues and has worked in several international projects. Besides that, he's into performance as a character actor in art films of spiritual journey. Thank you so much, Mr. Hassan. Your topic is again environment. Over to you, sir. So you'll have to unmute, please.
Yes, things is that So I studied in the during the Cold War time in the Russia too, because I am so much amazed by
keep
the
your frame horizontally, please.
Yes, so by the Soviet film. Then I made before that I do little bit theater and mostly the role play in the different part of Bangladesh. So we pick up the story, we pick up story mostly the environment and the social problem of the peoples. Then we made a role play. It's not a drama actually in a sense. Then then I become interested in the film because film can uh, go much people to like that. You know, the people use cinema for a different purpose. Some are for the propaganda, but the to mass awareness, the film is the very useful tool. So I decided to go to the Soviet Union. So that time uh, that the Cold War times, so Soviet and the socialist ideologies naturally attract the young people. So I went there to study cinema. Then when I go there, then I had a big shock because my dreams, Soviet Union and all that, that's not I found there like that. I think that state made arrogancy and a lot of the in the name of the uh, so-called the uh, collective farmer, a lot of the things, yes. And at that time, also the Soviet Union is a little bit, the opening to the rest of the world in the glasnost. But anyway, the situation was very deplorable and like this. Yes. But I studied a lot there because they are the agroeconomy and the other students I mix up there and I go to the different farm like this. So yeah, and also the early Soviet film, it was based on the farmers cultivator life like this, so I can observe it very keenly and like this. So I decided, because I decided I cannot stay there much, so I have to go back to my country, and it's the real place to do anything like that. But anything, so you know that Bangladeshi films is a very mainstream centric like this, and it's like the carbon copy of the Bollywoods like this. If I mean, in a mainstream film, but few peoples and the few organization making different type of documentary and a social issue like this. So I mix up with them, and uh, actually I learned that a little bit with them and the different film project, and also time to time when the peoples come from the different social issue, especially the river erosions and the river erosions and the climate change. You know, but everybody knows the Bangladesh is undertreated as a climate change is really affected badly in Bangladesh. So that issue I try a little bit, but mostly there is the promotional like that. But that film also a little bit, that agenda based, not very good. So real story pickup it's little difficult, but anyway I tried to do something which I say in one thing, the voices from Paigasa. It's about the shrimp cultivation, that is newly introduced, because we have a natural shrimp. It grows here naturally. That's no problem for the environment. But that imposed one kind of shrimp, that is the industrial shrimp farm, that affected the whole mangrove. There is a big part of the mangrove is Bangladesh is totally abolished because of the shrimp cultivation and the commercials one. And different place, the whole coastal belt is undertreated. Even the film I shoot there you can find that how the people's affected in that in shrimp cultivation, because they lost their agricultural land. So now when they cultivate, they won't get anything like like the comparing to the previous times like this. They cannot grow anything. This is yes, and Bangladesh also, you know that the Bangladesh is a, after the Amazon basin, Bangladesh is the second one. That a lot of the water come from the, because upstream it's all the India big river. The three Padma, Jamuna, yeah, and the Meghna, yeah, Padma, Jamuna. That the three basins, and all the rivers are the branch river of that. So and you know the I don't know Bangladesh is has had a lot of the meeting with the current Prime Minister of India and others like that, because in the when we don't need water at the time the India opened the barrage, so it's affected the whole people's lot of the especially the Farakka barrage and Tipamuk in the Meghalaya, that is part like that. So that is also a big issue for Bangladesh like this. So that is the man-made disaster. So you know the environment is, it has a lot of the segment type. One is the man-made environment destructions, and also the naturally, you know, that we had always the cyclone and other things, that things happen. That is one thing. And beside that, I do documentary on the some spiritual journey. It's you of course know that the Bhakti movement of the our subcontinent, because we are culturally the same. India, Bangladesh is the same country like this, though because of the uh, Jati political partition we are separated, but the Indian part of the Bengals and here is the same culturally we are the same. And you know that there flourished the Vaishnavism. Vaishnavism is amalgamate with the uh, Muslim, better part of the Muslimism, Muslim, that is the Sufism, and the others, the Buddhism, the before that the Buddhism and the Buddhist tantric, and that three things amalgamate in a one ideology. It's called the Baul. And yeah, you can get evidence a lot of the in the West Bengals there. So I made a documentary. I focus. Uh, I'm working with the Baul things for long, but I made it because of my financial problem and other things. Then I made a small documentary, though it's a big, it's a 30 to 40 minutes, about a Baul singer, how his journey, how he, when he come, his exodus to the Dhaka city and the other part of the Bangladesh. So based on this, I'm not a very much prepared, and I'm a little bit sick for last couple of months in my kidney, little bit problem. So today I just coming from I did dialysis there. Then yes, then the request, because I'm thinking that I'm a layman comparing to the other speakers and that platform. I'm not a very that type of guy. I can only because I see life and others through the image, so I can make documentary. Besides that, I have no specialty. But anyway, the Mataji's request a lot of the time, and he tell that it could be very interesting. You can introduce good things, the environment and the spirituality, both things like this. So I dare to, yes, I tell that okay, then I can tell something about it. But though it will be nothing compared to the other speakers and the thought process and thought provoking things. So that's my role.
Thank you so much, dear Gasi. Thanks a lot. Dr. Yugandhar will also share some words with you. Thanks for joining.
Thank you, Dr. Yugandhar.
Yeah, Thank
and
you.
all the other. Thank you, sir. Yes.
Thank you, Ghazi Hassan. Here is a small token of appreciation.
Yes.
The World
Oh,
United
great.
formally presents Ghazi Mahtab Hassan for being an
Yes.
esteemed presenter. The
Yes,
third
yes.
edition of the World Parliament on Spirituality, Asia Chapter 2020. Please
Yes.
stay tuned, sir.
Yes. Thank you, sir. I'll follow the other